Okay, well, hi everyone, and thank you very much for watching. Liam Hartree here with another episode of Presenting Champions, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, Ben Waddington, Chalk Ice, bare knuckle boxing legend. And today we're going to be talking about everything to do with his fights with pit fighting, bare knuckle fighting in the ring, unlicensed fighting, his appearance on King of the Streets, a new promotion that's coming out, Olympus Fight Club. That's a friend of Ben's. He's setting that up, as we're going to give him a mention as well. And we're just going to be talking about everything. This man's been around, done a bit of everything. Absolute warrior. So, Champ, thank you for coming on the show, and it's a pleasure, mate, because I've wanted to do this for such a long time. So, thank you. I'm glad we're finally here.
No worries, mate. No worries at all. Thank you for just asking me to come on. It is a pleasure. It's my first ever one of these, you know what I mean? And I'm not like this person on camera or all like that. But it is a pleasure to come on, pal.
Well, absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. And, you deserve the recognition for everything you've achieved, because like I was saying, you've been around and fought in like a lot of the toughest types of fighting you can do anywhere, basically. So I really, you need the recognition for that. So we'll go back in time in a minute shortly.
Yeah.
We'll go back into where you started and everything. But before we do, I want to give a mention to your mate you were telling me about just now with Olympus Fight Club. So it's a new promotion, and
it's mine and his, but he's the one who pushes it. He's the one. He's the one behind Ben BKB Waddington. I've got nothing to do with Facebook, anything like that. I'm shocking at it. But my mate, he's fucking best mate. One of my best mates. He is a brother, but he pushes it and pushes it and pushes it, and he's smashing it. He's absolutely smashing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And from what I've seen of like videos and things of this Olympus thing, it's like in the Vales, isn't it? But it's like a bigger arena than, say, something like
it's built on pallets with air bales around it. And you just fight till the end. There's no rounds or nothing, but there's no headbutts. There's none of this. It's just Queensbury rules, bare knuckle, but there's no rounds. So it's straight. So it's fucking fight to the end.
Yeah, proper straightener then,
Yeah, mate. Best way, proper straightener.
Yeah.
Like I thought on that Deckers. And this is another thing and all. Fucking Deckers. Fucking hell. He's saying we fucked him off and that. All it why I fucked him off, right, was because he said he weren't doing shows in Rotherham. Right? And I wanted to, me and my mate wanted to, because he was picking up in Rotherham, you know what I mean? So we wanted to fucking, we wanted to go on and do his own thing in Rotherham, which is now, it's taking off. But he's I don't know, he's jealous. He's not jealous. He's got his own little thing. I don't badmouth people, but he's saying I am picked fucking opponents. The last opponent didn't turn up to that Olympus. So we shouted it out to the crowd, 300 quid, anyone want to go? And the kid stepped in, which he got balls to step in. So, Decker, I do not handpick my fucking opponents. But if you want it, you can have it, no matter what.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, that's it. Proper true fighting man. That's all I can say about you. True fighting man in a true old school sense of the word. You get what I mean? Respect.
Yeah.
Massive respect on that. So obviously that leads me to something. I mean, when I was researching this, I've been following your career with the bare knuckle for a while, but when you put all the fights together with the pit and the ring and everything, do you know how many you've had, or is it just so many that you've lost count of it now?
I've had loads and loads, mate. It's fucking. I started with UBKB, had a few with them. Went to BKB, had one or two with them. Then went to Spartan. I went to B. I've had loads.
Yeah.
But the generally best one, apart from ours, generally best one is Spartan. Christian Roberts. He is a generally nice, good kid, and I've got respect for him. He treats all fighters the same. He's a good lad. He's a good lad.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to Christian Roberts as well. Yeah, great guy. You got a heart
He
of gold.
is.
Yeah. I've had so many lads from Spartan on this show, more than 20 fighters,
Yeah,
Spartan been on this show, and yeah, man. But all the promotions you mentioned, they're all good. Respect to everybody who
yeah.
get. Do you have like a favorite type of arena? Because obviously you've been in the pit where it's quite small, you've been in the ring where it's a lot bigger. Do you prefer one over the other, or do you just not care and you just take whatever comes type of thing?
I'm not asked. I'll fight. You know what it is? I'll fight whoever, whenever. I don't train. I don't do nothing. I'm a fucking lazy cunt. So I come in from work. I'll just chill out. And if someone wants, and if I get phone calls saying, "Do you want to fight?" I fight. You know what I mean? And that's it. I just love to fight. I love getting it, but I love giving it out as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Fair play. Yeah, like I was saying, the proper fighting man, in the old school sense, there's not as many about nowadays, but you're
uh,
definitely, you're one of them. So out of all the fights you've had then, people always want to hear about the toughest ones and all that, who was the toughest fellas you fought, what, but I just want to say with this, it's not always about like who hits the hardest and everything like that as well, because sometimes it's technical things, and sometimes it's like stuff that's going on in people's lives outside of the ring, and you
yeah.
fuck your head up to get in there. So it comes in different ways. You get what I mean. But which ones would you say would be your toughest fights? So you've had a lot of them. So it'd be hard to pick one or two. But if you could pick like one or two, that'd be awesome.
You know what? I went on King of Streets and I fought Dorian Darts from Wales. Absolute diamond of a geezer. He's a right nice geezer. But that jabber is wicked. He's wicked. I don't know. I've had him. J-Dog, that was tough, but I don't trade. I've had loads and loads, you know what I mean? And that's it. They're all I've never shied away from a fight, so I'll never will either. I'll never shy away from a fight and I never will. And they're all tough. They're all tough because I fight tough. People just look at me as, oh, he'll get him, you know what I mean? But when I hit him, they don't realise, they think I'm a fat kid. But I've got a bit of power, you know what I mean? And that's it. Once I get it, I don't know, it's just, I don't like bad mouthing people, it's not me. And I don't know. They're all tough. In their own way and form, they're all tough. But I do that to myself because I don't train. I don't go to the gym. I don't do nothing. As you can see, I'm a fat cunt. You know what I mean? And that's my own fault. If I trained, I probably will be. I'd be one at best. 100%, I'd be fucking unstoppable. But I'm just a fat cunt. Don't want to train.
Oh well, yeah, you're still packing the power, and you still, fair play to you. Like you say, fight anybody. That's the way to do it. So, King of the Streets, I got to ask about that one because it's something different. It takes balls of steel to get in anywhere, like the types of things you do. But that obviously, no rules at all, no ring, no nothing, concrete floor and everything like that. I don't really have one question about it, but like, what was it like? Because I mean, you see it from the outside, like the people with the masks on and stuff. It looks like a movie set or something. It looks wild.
They are serious guys, but it's set up proper. It's set up how it's proper. They pay for your hotel, they pay for your flights. So you go out. I went to Barcelona and did mine with Dorian Dort. So I flew out. They paid for me and my mate who's fucking with Olympus. See, we go everywhere. He does my corner for everything. We are a team. And we go everywhere. And we flew out. If they paid for his flight, flew out, paid for hotel, paid for breakfast. They make it good. The way they do it is brilliant, and you can't fault them.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think you'll be getting back, going fighting for them again anytime?
If they ask me back, 100%, I'll go. 100%. If they ask me back, I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair play. And I got to ask you as well about the J-Dog one as well, because that pit fight, that's a classic, that is. I mean, that's one of the best you'll see. Absolutely brilliant. So again, not one question about it, but just your memories from it and like, your favorite parts of that fight and everything.
I was coming on top. I was fucking coming on top. And I thought I was going to get him out of there, and I gassed. I fucking gassed, and that's my own fault for not training. But I took him as he were in past. He's training now, he's doing good. And he fucking argued past, and I gassed that. But if I trained, I reckon it'd be a good fight. I reckon if I trained, I'd do it 100%. I'd do it. But it's fucking getting me to that gym. It's a nightmare. I just can't be asked doing it.
Fair play. I think it's amazing, like, to be fair, how well you're doing and the amount of fights you've had with, like, not training. I mean, it's absolutely insane. Like, getting in some of the tough fights you're in without training. That's wild, man. That is, you don't hear that every day,
When Decker were doing his show, people from Rotherham got that fucking bare knuckle fucking street fighting, whatever it was, brawls. We got it off the road for him. We give him a place to do it. We fucking give him fighters to fight for. And he goes and fucking shits on us like that. He's a fucking, I'm not into calling people names, but he's a fucking, whatever whatever his past is, but if you shit on us, mate, he's a scumbag.
Yeah.
And that, do you know what? That is one fight I would train for him, because he probably can. But I know I'd do it 100%. I would smash him to bits if I trained.
Yeah, well, it'd be awesome if that fight came together, 100%.
Yeah.
I would 100% watch that. And like I say, with Decker, I mean, personally, I don't really know him. I can't comment. I mean, you hear some stories from some people saying he's savage, some people saying he's a shit, some people saying this, some people saying that. And until I personally meet someone, I step back from it until I can make up my own mind. But I get it. So you helped him launch the Burn.
We get him. Because if it loves to do things, so I was pestering him. I said, get me a fight, get me I'll fight. Because he was like, Queensbury rules, street fighting. I like the street fights, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was saying, get me a fight. Then he was struggling to get a place. So we put it together for him. And then he goes and accuses lads of fucking stealing off him. I had the kid who did the gates for him, one of his shows where he said we nicked off gate or something. The kids who had the gates there, they've got their own money. They've got more money than fucking him put together. Why would they have to steal? They're not. They come down to help him out, and he just shits on them like that. He's unloyal, and loyalty's a good thing in Rotherham. If you're loyal, you're fucking sound, you know what I mean? And he's not, he's a fucking dog.
How do you feel about representing Rotherham then, as a fighter? Because you're representing, I mean, the way I see it, your hometown, putting it on the map and everything as a fighter. It obviously means a lot to you to be doing that, yeah?
Yeah, mate, yeah. I just love to fight, don't I? Yeah. Before I got into bare knuckle, I got into unlicensed boxing. But before then, I was like football. I was into football fighting. And then I got my name through that. I went to boxing, did that. Then I went to bare knuckle, did that. Then I'll just fight. And that's that.
Yeah. Well, with the hooligan thing now, this is a thing here, because I don't know how much you can say about this. And I have a lot of guys on the show.
With what?
Like the hooligan, like the football fighting.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much you can say about it. Like, do you know what I mean?
I'll fucking say what you want, mate. I'm not bothered. Go on.
All right, go on then. Let's have a couple of stories from them days with the football fighting. I mean, I don't mind, like, whatever stands out to you. Maybe a couple of your toughest fights, or just.
You know what it is, right? It's just a piss up, right? And you just get in a scrap. I've been in a few. There were 10 of us. About 30, I think they were Stoke in Sheffield, and it kicked off then. Fucking did them. We've done a few. We do fight. Sometimes they act like it's bigger. It's not big at all. It's fucking, you get a group of lads coked up, pissed up, just want to scrap, which is fair one. But when you get these big fucking hooligans saying, oh, we did this, we did that, usually it happens once every fucking blue moon. So when fucking big lads are going, big hooligans or whatever, going, oh, we did this, we did that. They're chatting shit, utter shit. It doesn't happen every weekend. It does not happen every weekend. Police are on top, CCTV, it does not go off every weekend.
Yeah.
So when you get fucking idiots going, oh, we did this, we did that. They don't, mate. Trust me, they don't.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that out there. I mean, there's a lot of lads, writing books on things and getting, doing talks on, doing. I've been to one or two, like where they're talking on the stage and then about all the hooligan stuff and everything. And yeah, I mean, it does make you think twice. Like,
listen, back in 80s, 90s, early 2000s, it probably did go off every weekend. But now you get idiots fucking put on gear and think they're fucking it. They're not, mate. They're idiots, absolute idiots.
yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, have you ever been stabbed or anything like that? Because I've seen you've got a scar here.
No. That were operation when I was a baby. As I got fatter, it's opened up.
Yeah. Oh, you could tell a war story about that, though.
Yeah.
You could say something got stuck in there. Oh no, fair play. I wondered if that was a war wound or something. I had to ask.
No, I have been in army though.
Yeah.
I did been. I were. Not many people know. I were in army for 5 years. Then I went to Iraq, but then I went to jail for football. So it fucked everything up. And I wear a fucking sniff head and all. You know what I mean? I wear fucking sniffing. I still do a bit, but not as much.
Fair enough, yeah. But so you were in Iraq as well, you said, yeah?
Yeah, I went to Iraq. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fair play. But then obviously, so you went to jail after that, and it took you out of the army type of thing, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair play though, fair play getting over there to Iraq. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. Balls of steel, man. Anything you're doing, the football hooligan, like the street fighting, everything, man. Like I said at the beginning, true fighting, man. And that's why I wanted to get you on the show, because you got that old school thing going on, and you don't see too much of it nowadays.
You know what? That old school thing comes from my granddad. My granddad, my dad. My dad and granddad brought me up. The fucking mint. I love them to bits.
Yeah.
And that's my granddad. He's brought me up right. You know what I mean? I will fight. I'm not fucking bigging myself up or all that, but I will fight anyone. I'm not bothered. I'll take a pace and I'll give one back. I am not bothered. I'll get in with anyone. It's just a punch up in it.
Yeah. Well, that's it at the end of the day. But no, fair play, man. Fair play. Because I like that. What you were saying at the beginning, where you don't handpick nobody. Like anyone who wants it, they can have it, and that's the way it should be, really. In a
it is, mate. It is. If you know what, I don't want to be a big name. I'm not bothered about these big shows or all like that. I'll just fight, and I love to fight. And if I get a phone call, I'll do it. If not, I'm not bothered. You know what I mean? I've got my little girlie, I've got my family, and I'll fucking happily spend fucking a day with them or something. But if they give me half an hour phone call, go and fight fucking, I don't know, fucking anybody. I'll be there in half an hour. You know what I mean? I'm not bothered. I will fight. You know what I mean? But if you got me on a daily way I've been working, with no chance, I'll go home and get my fucking fat head on pillar.
That's the way, man. That's the way. And another thing though, you were saying earlier about Dorian and that, and you were saying about his power. Is he the hardest hitter? Like, is that like the only time?
That fucking jab's wicked. He's got a right jab on him. I swear, it's wicked.
Yeah, fair play to him. Yeah, shout out to Dorian. He's been on this show as well because he got great stories to tell. Like obviously what he was in with AJ and all this type of stuff back in the day. Like fair play to him. Like
he is a fucking nice generally lad. I've lost his phone number. I lost my phone, but I used to talk to him every week just to see how his family is, see how he is. He's a fucking nice lad. You can't grumble. I'll never badmouth fucking no one, but him. He's a diamond.
Yeah, absolutely. Fair play to him.
Even though he fucking volleyed my head off like a rugby ball, he's a diamond.
Yeah, man, that was the thing. I mean, I've seen the fight, obviously, and it was surprising, like, because I know he's got a lot of power, you got a lot of power. So I was thinking, yeah, okay, whoever lands first here, gonna get their bell rung, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
but I still thought it. I mean, it was still quite a quick fight and everything. But fair play to you, man. Like I said, balls are still getting in there. But
I slipped on concrete when he went to kick, and that were it. My head was coming off the
yeah,
fucking no bed.
but a few,
Bothered my head like a rugby ball.
yeah, you got a few kicks in there, man. That's some blunt
Yes.
force trauma that is getting kicked in the head. That's
You can't go out to this head, mate. Trust me.
Fair play, fair play, And what about like your future plans with the fight game? Because I know you say like, if you get a phone call, whatever, and I know you say about Decker as well, you want to fight him. But are there anyone you're really aiming for? Like you really do, you really want to target them, or you're just not bothered at all?
I'm not asked. I'm not fucking asked one bit. A fight's a fight. I don't care who it is. A fight's a fight. I'm not bothered fucking if you fight for this show, that show, or whatever. I'm not bothered, you know what I mean? If you ring me, I'll fight you, no dramas.
Yeah. Fair play. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Well, I mean, I look forward to your next fight anyway, whatever it is. If it's something with Spartan, I mean, they're always class.
I've got one on 17 for Olympus. A
Olympus, yeah.
fucking donut from Rotherham. Big fucking saying, he's going to bang me and that, but he's never had a fight in his life. So I've got to deal with that turnip first.
Yeah.
Then week after, I'm fighting for Spartan.
Fair play. Yeah.
I'm their European champion, aren't I?
Yeah. That's a good point, actually. We need to give that a mention, yeah, because I know you're like you're saying you're not asked, you're not bothered about being a big name and everything. But yeah, the European, I mean, that's got to mean something to you, like I said earlier, to represent your area. How does that feel to have that belt? I mean, it's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it's mint, you know what I mean? But belts are out like that. Don't mean belts, money are nothing. I'm not bothered. I'll fight you for free if you want. I'm not bothered. I just love to fight. The belts are nice, you know what I mean? It gives you this and that, but I'm not bothered about anything. You know what I mean? Christian's a diamond and is sound. That's why I'll fucking always, you know what I mean? I'll always fight for him. 100% always fight for him.
Yeah. And when it comes to like, the amount of time you've been fighting, like we were saying with boxing and, bare knuckle in the ring and all that, and being so well known in Rotherham in your area, you got to have some loyal supporters though, right? Like people who come to like every fight or that type of thing, I'd imagine.
See, now it's taking on Rotherham. I'm happy for it being in Rotherham so that everyone can come and see. And I've just got, not even fans. I ain't got fans. It's like lads just come and watch me fight. You know what I mean? And that's that.
Yeah.
So I don't see myself as in Rotherham. I just fight, and if they come, they come. They don't, they don't. I'm not bothered. You know what I mean? I've got mates who come all the time and lads, and that's who's thingy. I ain't got fans yet. I don't think I've got fans.
No, but you've got loyal mates, so like you said about loyalty earlier, being an important thing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I can imagine, like with, you having that respect for the way you fight and fighting everybody. And I know, like you're saying, you're not worried about being no big name or nothing like that. Well, fair enough. But that respect is there, I think. And
yeah.
So it should be,
Me and my mate were talking earlier. We're like fucking we have got his name in his area now in Rotherham, and it's fucking this is taking off. We've just set up a door firm. We are going for Rotherham. We are going to top. I don't care. We are going to top in Rotherham. 100% we are.
Yeah.
We've just set up Olympus. We've set up a door firm. Fucking, we're going at top. We are going at top. There's no one in Rotherham who can stop us. No one.
100%. Yeah. Well, fair play to you. Yeah, taking over. That's the way, isn't it? Yeah.
That's it, mate. Taking over at top.
Yeah, what's the saying? I was trying to remember the saying now. We're not here to take part, we're here to take over. See, that's what you're doing. 100%.
Yeah, that's the one. We're not here to take part. We're fucking here to take over. That's what we are going to do. and we've got loyal mates what help us and fucking do. We are a good set of lads, you know what I mean? Loyal lads, and that's if you've got loyalty, you'll have fucking lads galore, you know what I mean? If you're unloyal and fucking a rat, you're a fucking you're known for a rat, then you're just not gonna fucking do out, you know what I mean? Fuck off.
Yeah, that's it, man. Simple as that. Well, so that's the thing, man. That's part of the reason, even like when I wanted to talk to you, just the old school respect, old school values. And I know I keep saying old school, but like what you were saying earlier about some guy who being like a plastic gangster and that, there's too much of that stuff nowadays.
Oh,
You
mate, that
know,
Brett Baser ain't fucking sausage. Absolute sausage. If fucking if fought for that sport,
yeah,
right, in the couldn't the opponent pulled that, right? So he brought his own crackhead, paid him £100 so he could look good. He's a fucking muppet. He's a muppet, mate. He's back inside now for fucking stalking a bird or something. Little weirdo.
never.
Yeah, mate. Fucking full. Absolute sausage.
Yeah. Well, we talked about some good stuff today, mate. Now, is there anything that you'd like to mention? Anything we've missed that you'd like to give a mention to? Any of the other fights? Are you happy we've covered a lot of stuff on that? To be honest, it's been absolutely wicked, you know, getting your story out there, hearing some fight stories and, you know, getting you the recognition you deserve, like, you know, because that's the way I see it. I'm not being funny. I'm not blowing smoke. I'm just saying you've been around this for a long time. I've been following your fights for a long time. And I thought, you know what, it's a time to get, you know, your story out there. And I was looking for you on Facebook and I couldn't find you nowhere. And I said, what the fuck's going on? I even messaged Christian. I said to him, how do I get hold of Ben? Like, you know, but in the end, I found your profile and I thought, right, now's the time to get him on the show. And, you know, it just went from there.
Well, see what? All the time I've come on Facebook, I've never been. I have years and years ago, but I never social media ain't my thing, and I've never been on it. But my mate, he set up because I know people in fight game and people had. Then we could push them onto Olympus. You know what I mean? So he set up the Facebook Ben BKB Waddington, and that's in behind. So you weren't talking to me, you were talking to my best mate.
Right.
Then he passed you my number, you know what I mean?
I'm with
that's
you.
That's why it was a bit back and forth. Then then we can push Olympus. That's all I want to do. Push Olympus in his door firm, and we're gonna top. 100% we're gonna top.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%, mate. Well, you know, hopefully this video will help that as well. Do you know what I mean? Help you
Yeah, cheers. Listen, if you ever want to come up and film, you're more than welcome and all.
Yeah, oh, I'd love to, mate. Yeah, I'd love to. We'll keep in touch about that after.
Yeah, listen, if you want to come up and film, you're more than welcome, mate. 100% you're more than welcome.
Yeah, that'd be wicked, mate. Yeah, I do. I don't know if you know, but I do a lot of the ringside photo stuff as well. You know, doing the shots of a lot of fights. You know, I don't know.
I don't know now. I didn't know.
Yeah. So I do a lot of that. I done them for like Matchroom and like a lot of the big names, but all the way like, you know, shows that are starting out and the small ones, everything, you know. So yeah, I mean, anything that's coming up like that, you just let me know and we'll sort something out. 100%.
Well, ring me after this and we'll sort it.
Yeah.
Next show 17th. You're more than welcome to come up and like film or get interviews with fighters, whatever you want, mate. You're more than welcome.
Oh, thank you, mate. That means a lot, that does. Yeah.
No, listen, honestly, you've had me on, and this is how I can show my appreciation to you.
Oh, 100%. Oh, well, brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, respect, you know, goes both ways, 100%.
Yeah, thank you. Listen, like I said, thank you for having me on. But you know what? I've never done a podcast. I've never been asked to do one, and it is a genuine privilege to be asked. You know what I mean? I didn't think I was that big in it. I didn't think I was that like. I thought it was just normal, you know what I mean? I didn't think people would want me on. You know what I mean? It's mad. It's mad how it does, but you know what I mean?
100%. So, well, I mean, you're very welcome, mate. 100%. And
thank you.
The thing is, I mean, you're a humble guy. I mean, that's cool. But given what you've achieved, you know, that like I said earlier and everything, and I know you're not in it to be a big name or none of that, but that's cool. But like I said earlier, in a true fighting man, you know, that side of things and everything, I thought, yeah, you know, let's get him on the show because this is the thing is I have seen your fights around and everything, and I thought, I bet he's got a story to tell, like, you know. But then I didn't see nothing popping up about like interviews and I think I've seen one or two. I saw something in the paper somewhere can't remember what it was, or like the interview you must have done, or something.
Oh, Rotherham Advertiser. That was when that first ever fight I fought for Christian, and I become transatlantic champion. My first ever fight in Pitt, and then they got hold of that, just the local paper. That's all. Then that was it.
Yeah, well, I saw that one and I thought, you know what, he's got a good story to tell. So, you know, I'm glad we got it out there, man. And
you know what? I'm a typical Meadowbanker. Just love to fight. Meadowbank's a council estate in Rotherham. We just love to fight. It's just love to fight. That's how we've been brought up, old style. And we just love to scrap.
100%, yeah.
That's it.
Fair play to you. Fair play. Maximum respect to you. And I got to say as well, it's an honor to be the first person to get your story out there like this, you know, in the podcast format. Like, because I didn't realize it was your first one you've done like this. So, I mean, I got to say that's an honor as well. So, yeah.
Thank you, mate. Thank you so much.
No worries at all. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the Simply Inspired YouTube channel, and there'll be more videos coming soon.